Previously on Beleaguered Isle. Our party managed to survive their encounter with the kobold nest, and while most were unconscious either due to mortal wounds or exhaustion from battle, the Magister got to work crafting a new weapon from the spoils of war. Proud of his creation, he raised it aloft and dubbed it Slurpinski Ed Dripping Balls, before waking the party to show them his new toy. Looting of everything that wasn't bolted down soon followed, and a ladder to sub-level was discovered below the main chamber. Climbing down, the executioner found the body of Buck Spunky, who by some miracle had survived both running into the nest of kobolds and falling into a pit of certain doom, only to bleed out in some loose dirt just 15 feet away from the party. There was little that could be done at this point, so the executioner gave him as good a burial as could be expected, and kicked his corpse over the edge and down into the blackness. The party, confident in their victory and sure that everyone back home will sing their praises, heads out of the cave and begins towards town when it's interrupted by the lone remaining kobold. Proving that Stockholm Syndrome applies to fantasy creatures as well, it requests to join the party, which is met with much debate amongst our heroes. Deciding to leave it all up to fate, the trial of the dripping balls was invented, and the Magister swings his bone mace, bouncing the balls directly off the kobold's chin. Appearing completely unharmed by this, Steve Teabag Kobold joins the party. Arriving in town, the party is met with mixed feelings from the sheriff due to the loss of Buck, and their claims that a hobgoblin was present on the mountain and commanding the kobolds. While pleading their case, their story is cut short by the arrival of the sheriff's brother, the Baron, who promptly sends them off again to investigate strange figures in the night on the beach on another recon mission. Stressing again to not engage, simply report, and return.
I've been thinking, how did the Baron know about the problems with the kobold? Like, we just came back, we just walked back. We didn't talk to nobody except for Farmer Jimmy, and Farmer Jimmy's got farming to do. How did he know? That's something I've been thinking about. I think you should ask your brother. Do you think your brother's up to something?
Did Daddy take Extreme Redneck as a feat?
Dude, it's so awesome.
Well, you know what?
You edit week 1 or 2, he's fucking Scottish.
Y'all need to do some role playing. This
Oh, I don't know what you're
farmer
talking
in a
about.
backwater.
So the sheriff...
Thank you for that interlude, Jenny.
So the sheriff explains that his brother has a self-inflated sense of importance, and as a result, he tends to treat people as if he's noble. They have a distant relative in the past that's part of the original group of settlers, and basically that's their claim to fame, and his brother has let that go to his head. So as part of that, he employs a good deal of the town already. And frankly, he's heard from other people that work for him throughout the village that this is what's going on. Bleh. Sorry.
Also noting that way back in week 1, it was established that going and chasing after the kobolds was kind of a fairly routine, mundane sort of thing that Daddy himself had done a few times already.
Yeah, I recognize that. It's just that, why the fuss now? I mean, with your brother.
You better redneck in that.
I do not appreciate being interrupted upon. Now,
very, very slowly becoming a Southern belle here.
Yeah, I just didn't know what his what's the bees in his bonnet over. I mean, anyhow, it's just appears to me that Why would he be knowing that anything
Could someone
Anything with the
please shut
matter?
this little man up?
It was just my thoughts there, Sheriff. We'll be about our business now.
Please keep your thoughts to yourself. Let's move out already.
Says the
good.
choir boy.
Okay,
Say,
let's go.
That's pretty
Unzip dripping balls.
highfalutin.
It's a manly choir boy.
It's the choir monk now.
You forget, the choir boy's age was never really established. He could be like 26.
And if you think
But
my
he
voice
sings-
is impressive,
He sings
You
with
should
the
see
children's
something else.
choir. It's actually it's actually a special needs choir boy. I think we're going down a dark road, and we should get back on to the path of light. No pun intended here.
So Sheriff gave us
So
another
our
job
options.
All right.
Yeah.
So your job is to go and investigate and report. That is what you've been directed to do.
Well,
Observe
okay.
and report.
So you're currently looking at the world map, right?
Right,
everyone
we should
sees.
resupply. Buy some torches and
Yes!
other things.
to do. Let's bring a light
Thank you.
source.
Rope.
Yeah, I do not want to have a repeat of last night's episode.
All right. Everyone has access to mundane items. So whatever mundane medieval items you want to think of, for the most part, you can acquire from your homes. However, things like long lengths of rope. These are fairly specialized items that must be either purchased or stolen.
Oh, you had to say it.
I'm going to go back to my church and get dressed because I'm not really wearing anything.
You didn't bother to
You're
get
wearing
back?
choir boy robes.
You didn't bother to
And-
get back
No, I took those
he's
off.
after he came.
He's
to-
got
I took those
cobalt armor.
Well, you got
I
cobalt armor.
do have a mundane 50-foot piece of rope made from cobalt poop that I've dried out and tanned over the years as a magister. So I'm going to supply myself my 50 yards of cobalt poop rope.
I'll get my stupid rope. What are we gonna need this stupid rope for?
Oh, good. Now the D&D's become a play.
Have you never seen Boondock Saints?
Yes, I have. Movie.
No, I've never seen Boondock Saints.
It is worth it.
You
Oh,
need
it's
to.
fantastic. What are you doing with the
so-
rope? What do you need this stupid rope for?
So, as I said, mundane items, go ahead. Anything that you guys can find in the player's handbook that are mundane items, you use your common sense. Okay, we're all adults here. We know, what would have been easy to acquire in medieval times based on looking at it, as opposed to what would have been a very special item that would require money to buy or would have required some kind of special
We all have
circumstance to even be around. Tickets
We all-
for what?
Medieval times.
Wench.
Wenches, readily available in medieval times.
So we have our tickets, yes.
Remembering that this is a small town of 200 people that's been fairly isolated for quite a while now. So it could be like
Yes.
your first cousin. Or your
Nice.
sister.
What's your point?
All
You're
I
part
want
of the
is-
problem.
All I want is a torch. If they come up with something else, let them.
Are there any horses in town?
There are horses, but they're not for sale. Like they're the kind of thing that's owned by farms for farm work. Great big like
Working animals.
Clydesdales.
Is this a God-fearing town?
No, not really.
Which god?
My
aside
God.
from the monks, that live at the monastery, the town is for the most part atheistic.
So wait, does that mean if Ryan's going to be a monk, he's got to roll for what god he fears?
Yeah, actually, that's a great idea. Let's do that.
Grumesh.
You want to see if you can get us a list
Cuthbert.
the gods while I move the story along? All right. So, equipment, no problems. Executioner. You are in the unique position of being able to do a little bit more than other people. Is there anything you want?
Is there an elder anywhere handy?
Of course. This is a medieval village. There's always an elder. Well, until he dies and somebody else becomes the elder.
Alright, I want to go see the elder.
Okay. Anybody going with the executioner? No? Or did you guys all split up? What's the deal?
I needed to go back home to get torches and a bedroll and various items.
I'm gonna
So
follow
Daddy's
you.
traveling.
I'm going with the executioner. I sent Steve to get my stuff.
Sheep are fucking dumb, and I left them alone for one night, so they're probably all dead. Nothing worth going back to. Pick up a couple torches and wait for everybody else to get assembled.
I love the finality there. So I left. Basically, my house burned down, and I'm fucked. Let's go.
Sheep is dumb. I don't want to go and clean up sheep corpses.
They passed out of my field of vision for a day. They must be dead. They must be.
You never know. They could all just be like tipped over in various states of disrepair. It's still salvageable.
We could steal all the wool and make rope out of it.
Now we're just getting ridiculous. So, the group that are following the executioner. It takes you a little while, but you locate the current village elder, which is an old woman. And she, of course, knows all of you. You will know her, but I'm not telling you her name because I'm drawing a blank. So, she's old, and she's crone-like.
I
So,
show the old lady
What do you want?
a single coin. And ask her if she knows where it came from.
The executioner pulls a single silver coin from his person and extends it to the old woman in front of the rest of you. The old woman takes the coin and flips it over in her hands and runs her hands across the symbols on the coin.
Wait. As she flips it in the air, can I use sleight of hand and try and steal it?
I didn't say she flipped it in the air. I said she flips it over in her hands.
Oh, my bad.
She looks up the executioner and she says, "Where did you get this?"
In a cave.
"Where?"
Procedurally generated penis mountain, to be precise.
And she thinks for a minute.
Obviously confused.
She thinks for a minute and she says, "There are no caves at procedurally generated Penis Mountain."
Well, there's at least one.
It was actually a mine, but
Whatever.
it's neither here nor there.
She says, "This is a symbol from my childhood. I remember my father wearing this."
Your father's a kobold?
"The symbol on the coin. Look." And she extends the coin out towards Hardon, showing him the shield and lance symbol on the coin.
I'm still bewildered that her father's a kobold.
So is it a house sigil? What is it?
Okay. Hang on one second. What's your armor class, Hardon?
Bring it. My AC is 13.
What's your flat-footed armor class? I'm going for 10. No, can't be 13.
Oh, it says 13.
Flat-footed?
That's what it's.
What's your dexterity?
My dex bonus is 2, and my armor bonus is 1.
Then your flat-footed is 11.
She backhands you.
But, since I'm a monk,
You take it like a man.
You get slapped by an old woman. Still.
She backhands hard on and looks him right in the eyes as he turns back to her. Don't sass me, boy.
well, you know what? I'm going to smack her back.
In any case, she turns back to the
That's a
executioner.
serious faux pas.
And she says, "You could probably buy quite a bit with this down at the market. But apart from that, this is just a piece of our past.
So it's just regular coin.
What the symbol means, my father never told me. He wore it on one of his tabards.
Oh, okay.
And it was an old tabard, something his father gave to him.
Alright, so if we don't know where it is, then I'll give 3 coins to each of the guys.
Okay?
And leave 1 for the old
The executioner
guy.
produces silver coins seemingly from nowhere, and hands 3 coins out to each of the party members in attendance.
He shuts out silver coin.
Anybody have a
He's got
reaction to
Steve,
this?
who's straining now.
I forgot about Steve
Huh.
doing that.
Silver coin. All right then.
Okay, great. So everybody gets 3 silver coins, except Daddy, who is currently traveling home.
Well, I'll keep that.
Oh,
until
yeah.
I see him.
Okay,
All
if we can get Hardon to make a d20 roll, we can do his check to find
just
out which god he fears the most.
I just did. It's in the chat.
17. And you fear...
It's right there. I typed everything.
Yeah, it's on the screen. Takna.
Okay, that's fine.
All
He's
right.
a miserable old bastard with only one eye and one hand.
It's like looking
Very
into the
spooky.
future.
Something like that.
So, Steve returns with the gear that
Steve.
that the Magister
Well,
has
some folk
requested.
call him Steve.
Every time he shows up, he should go, Steve!
And, of course, Daddy comes rolling back into town a few hours later and links up with you guys at the wagon. So, everybody's
Yep.
back together. 3
Ready to
coins
truck
to
on?
Daddy Gasper. And
Wow, you're just full of secrets there, aren't you?
You saw me pick it up. It's not a secret to you.
I saw you.
all right. So, at this point, I think it's safe to assume that you guys are going to set out, right?
Yep.
What's the, she said we get a lot of equipment. So is there a store in town where we can find out what our 3 old silver pieces are worth?
There are a couple of traders
3
at
silver.
the other side of the central building. The central building is like a general store, offices for the town. It's the only 3-story building in town, and it's where It's where the sheriff has his rooms, and it's where you also find a couple of traders there. Mostly they deal in farm equipment and whatnot. Obviously, tooling and tack and harness and things like that. There's also a blacksmith, and again, mostly used to dealing with the rare little bit of metal that's on the that comes up. He's mostly dealt with repairing and keeping that sort of equipment running or working. There is also a Fletcher, and that you can go to, but the Fletcher.
That's what I was looking for. Because we got, what, 20 arrows each, Ted? I mean, someone not named that?
Yes, 20
From
arrows.
Yes. So, let's go to the Fletcher.
The regular costs for items like this on the island, so you can look at the player's handbook. The costs that are in there are the cost plus 40%. So whatever it is, plus 40%. The silver coins that you have are silver for the intents of the player's handbook. So if it says gold, your silver coins are not worth gold coins.
Damn it. That's horseshit.
I would like to give my coins to the old woman because I'm a monk and I have no need for money.
And then steal them back.
No, that's my job now.
I'll do that later.
Alrighty, I guess everyone's got everything. Steve, Pier's ready. Daddy, did you bring your... Oh, I guess you didn't bring any sheep with us, did you? Or with you? Damn it.
Hogs, you mean?
Jenny's
No, I
You
didn't
better not
bring any
be
hogs.
rustling my sheep.
You could
I
have a
slopped
war
them
hog.
good, and...
Why wouldn't you ride the hog into battle?
What? No. My boar, Willard, I need him for making piglets and all manner of things.
We need him to eat.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
No. If you want good eating, you want a yearling. That's what you want.
If we want good eating, we want your wife. That's what you're trying to say.
Now, don't go.
Gone.
All right.
Okay.
That is broken.
So, do we go investigate the Baron's stuff, or do we go to Garen's Tower?
So it's late afternoon. Your destination that you've been asked to go to is the beach, or the shorelines on the way
towards Garen's Tower, right?
towards the tower. Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Sounds reasonable.
Observe
All right.
and report.
Send the kobold ahead, man.
Now,
Yeah. Steve's walking 100 feet ahead of us,
Yeah, he's on.
and I've got my bow drawn. Or in hand. Smart like that.
all right. So you travel down the shoreline. It's late afternoon, and you travel down the shoreline following the rocky beaches along the edge of the island, and with Steve running ahead and coming back and checking in with Dirk the whole way, and bringing back the odd stick and the odd rock that he thinks is pretty. And apart from that, though, nothing really useful. So night begins to fall about halfway to night begins to fall.
Goldfish.
There! Night falls around there.
Well, then walk around that part. 'Cause I want sunlight.
Remember, Steve's got infravision.
Yeah.
He doesn't
It is
have
once again late
Does he have
afternoon.
infravision? Oh, he does. Yeah.
Dark vision, 60 foot.
Are we camping or carrying on?
I say we keep going.
Hey, we brought torches.
We have light if we need it, yeah.
All right.
Well,
sure.
I'd say we could stay in the dark to investigate and have Steve in front and we just follow him. Give ourselves away with torches.
It's true.
Not very investigatory.
Don't even need to light them.
I say we give Steve the torch.
Oh, fuck.
He wants
Nice.
Steve to live, man. He's a guinea Steve. We can put him up front. It's kind of like Snook, without all the
Safe.
stupid moves.
It's a snook we can pump it.
Well,
Steve
he's
isn't going
your,
to run wildly.
he's your lackey, so it's your choice.
I say we let Steve go in the dark.
Okay, we continue in the dark.
I mean, it's the beach. It's night. We should be able to see things.
How big's the moon?
All right. So
There's-
you continue.
Can we see by moonlight or not really?
No.
It's going to be a little bit of
let's keep
setup
going.
here.
He's setting up.
So, the dusk has night has fully fallen by the time you guys are moving along at this point, and on your right, you're heading south. On your right is sparse trees and grassland, and dead ahead is Pebble Beach along the shoreline, and
Watch out
it's
for golf.
full darkness. And we need an icon for Steve. Damn it! I like that you're all walking, side by side. We're off to see the
Like
wizard.
perfect formation.
All right.
It's called a phalanx.
First off, do we have everybody on the screen? Does everybody have a token?
I do.
Yes.
Okay. So feel free to move your tokens around into your initial positions.
Now, are we doing actual movement or are we just organizing?
Where we showed up.
Just organizing. This gives you guys a
Basically,
chance to work out marching orders.
Scatter.
Okay. So, as you move along the beach, Steve sniffs the air and turns to Dirk.
The loose lips.
What's up? What's up, Steve?
No. Go look.
Any ideas? Bad, Steve? Good, Steve?
Salty.
Alright. I think we should
He's been
have
looking himself
Steve.
again.
I think Steve
Pardon,
should
get away from
cautiously
Steve.
move forward.
So go ahead and move Steve. He has regular humanoid movement.
Oh.
Dirk should put dripping balls in the ocean and pull it back out. He'd have salty dripping balls.
Nice.
Suck on my salty dripping
Wilson, I
balls.
don't think you have decreased the fog of war, did you?
So are you guys going to stick with him, or are you guys going to just let him go ahead?
I say we keep sending him up.
Yeah, but we want to move up along with him.
I'll walk forward.
Yeah.
Right. So everybody take your regular 30 feet.
Can I do a listen check?
Yep.
I do have a bonus to listen now. Okay. D20, right?
Plus your listen.
Yeah. Booyah!
You can't have a +5.
Sure I can.
It's your level +3 for your maximum skill level.
Yeah, plus his bonus.
I put points
Listen
into
is
listen.
what?
Yeah, 4 would be the most points you could have in the listen.
What's your?
According to the character thing.
Yeah, it's 4. It's your level +3.
Yeah, which is 5.
We're level 1.
We're level 2.
2.
We're level 2.
All right then. I guess I need to recalculate. I thought we said we didn't have any we didn't have any skills before at level 0.
But they told
So-
you right at the beginning that we're level 2 now. Alright, that's my listen.
All right. So, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
That's DM speak for I was not expecting that.
Oh, shite!
Okay, you hear the waves of the ocean and the sounds of the trees. There is no animal sounds in the forest. The crickets and whatnot really aren't there. The forest has gone very silent.
Okay, send Steve towards the forest.
There is also faint sounds far ahead of you that sound like it might be someone speaking.
Ahead of us
But-
as in, like, directly south, correct?
Correct.
Dirk,
But you
we
can't-
gonna do Steve.
Yeah. Steve's gonna take a little walk here.
And the forest is to our west, correct?
The forest is
That way. Okay. I'm moving this way.
Big fat hiccup attack. So, I gotta wait.
all right. Give me. Yep. 1 sec. Okay. So, Steve pauses, but he doesn't. He doesn't seem to pick up anything, and sort of edges to keep moving forward. What are we doing?
I'm gonna move here and then perform another listen check, if that's okay.
Okay. I need you to do a stealth check.
Actually, I think I did move silently too, which is nice. Yes. Kick-ass move silently.
Do it.
What the fuck?
Move your guy. You
Step
rolled
on
the
a
check.
twig.
You have an
Move
attack
where you
with
would have ended
farts.
up.
Every time you take a step,
All right.
you fart.
So you creep forward along the pebble beach. Unfortunately, you're really not that adept being a choir boy at walking on Pebble Beach quietly. So you accidentally put one foot down a little too heavy and shift some of the stones.
You step on a crab, it screams in pain.
The sound that you had picked up that sounded like faint guttural speaking stops abruptly.
Okay, I motion Steve forward. And I point at him, and I point ahead, and I give him a scowl.
I can too do a listen check.
He just said that everything's just stopped because I fucked up.
Oh, sorry, looking at skills. Steve's gonna
Point at
step.
Steve.
Steve's gonna go ahead. It's 30 feet.
Okay, move him. And give me a move silently check for Steve.
Steve doesn't get any bonus, or does he?
He's got a dexterity score.
He's got a dexterity of 13, which should be a +1. Steve!
That's not terrible.
You hear you hear a guttural growl just a little ways on, and Steve gets very, very agitated all of a sudden. And you hear a voice in a language you don't understand grunt something and growl it at Steve. Steve chirps back.
Alright.
What did he chirp?
Time to strike up a
Oh,
torch.
he's just like, ah!
No, he's saying something.
Oh, I see, okay.
What are we doing
Can
here?
I move silently up behind Steve and whisper to him?
Roll it.
Okay, move silent. That'll be a dexterity modifier, right? On top of that?
That's right.
In the meantime, I'm going to ready.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely gonna
My
ready
bow
weapons.
was already out, by the way. I said that before we left town.
Okay, so Dirk, you're going to advance. Before you get to the spot you're in, Steve gestures wildly over his shoulder to you, and whispers over his shoulder, "Master, stay back!"
I will stay back then.
Okay, where's your token going to be positioned then?
Here.
Now he can hear you from there, and you can hear him. So nothing seems to be happening. No further grunts from the darkness. Steve's just standing there.
Can I, move in behind Steve and give him a kick forward?
Oh. So, yeah, I hear that thing chirping. So I'm just going to advance. What, you hear something out there? Somebody out there?
Nice.
You're actually okay, great.
Hello. And John, this is where the DM's like, yes.
No more pussyfooting around. Time to get some combat rolls. Go.
Rock Rock and roll.
All right, so
The Spankalicious
Steve-
has struck.
Steve's lizard-like mouth just hangs open as he turns slowly towards Spanx, and just his arms just drop like, oh.
And
Really?
And we still can't see what Steve sees.
You hear more guttural speaking, and then in a really gravelly voice, "Who goes there?"
Hey, I asked first.
Who goes there?
Alright, I strike up a torch.
Oh.
We
Cool.
already made noisy targets. Let's make glowing ones.
That'll answer the
Alright.
question of who goes there for sure.
First off, before anybody does anything else, everybody roll initiative.
Kaboom.
Ooh. Oh, I forgot to add my +2. Not that it matters.
And that goes for Dirk. Your initiative goes for Steve as well.
For Steve too. Sorry. Steve would be that.
No, you don't have to roll it. Your initiative is for him too.
Oh,
Same to you
okay.
both.
I smell you now.
Oh wait, no, I got Spanx. Okay, I think that's right. Is everybody in there?
That would be funny if it said Daddy Dirk spanks the unknown hard-on. That would have been the best. Or
Nice.
Hard on Executioner.
It still works.
All right.
Because Daddy Dirk, who is the unknown, spanks hard on.
sorry, I missed the executioner. It's on a different line.
He's the hard on
Spanks.
Executioner.
Yeah. Nice.
Actually, if you change the cadence of it, it works pretty good. Daddy Dirk, the unknown, Spanx hard on.
You see?
All right. So, either way, it's not good for hard on. So the executioner, you have initiative. What do you want to do?
Well, as I can't see anything to shoot, I guess I'm just gonna move up.
Okay, you move up. Noisy, loud and noisy. Big
Yep.
tank with a freaking
Oh yeah.
axe. Roar.
No, I've got my bow out right
Right. Oh, you got your bow out right now. Okay, big tank with a freaking bow. Roar. All right,
Get that fixed,
Daddy.
Executioner.
I will move up to support Spanx. And additionally, strike a torch.
Okay, light a torch. Add yourself a circular aura. Torches are what? They're 30 feet,
20.
right?
20.
20. Okay.
Is that it? Bullshit.
Yeah.
How do I do
So-
20 feet?
Do an aura.
Your settings in your character, you can do it.
I got it. There we go.
20. Nice.
All right. So, Dirk, you're up. You and Steve.
I'm gonna have Steve move to here.
Okay. Go ahead.
And does Steve see anything more with his vision that he can't see forward.
Yes, he does. Give me a moment.
About time you saw something.
Blind Steve, the kobold. The dripping balls test took part of his, I don't know, something. So now I guess
Steve points out with 2 fingers on one hand. There! There!
Captain Obvious strikes again. He was just here.
and I must move myself. Or wait a second. Okay, well, how far away are those guys? $60. Could I shoot an arrow at one of these monkeys?
You can. Assistant Doge Master, can you give me an idea of the penalties quickly on being in darkness for
Okay.
ranged fire?
Sure. I mean, first off, Dirk's firing into the dark. There's only a 20-foot radius around Daddy, I think, is that?
Correct.
Yeah.
That's right.
So
So he can't see
so
hardly
he's-
anything.
He can't honestly see what he's firing. He can fire into the darkness, but I can look at the penalties for that if you want.
No, I don't think we need to.
Do I suddenly have
Um,
lightning?
Slight
No.
chance.
Lightning
No,
bolt.
no.
Lightning bolt.
No.
Lightning bolt.
No. No.
What you're saying is that literally Dirk attacks the darkness?
All right, so Dirk instead appears to be advancing. So that's fine. You advance. Are you going to fire at all or no?
I'm still gonna fire. There was a move.
All right.
I can move an arrow in one thing, right? I moved like 10 feet. That's
Yep.
right.
That's right.
Okay, so if you're firing into an area of darkness, you're going to take a 50% miss chance in combat. Let's see here.
So that means that you've
Yeah,
got to
you'd be-
roll to hit their regular stuff, and then you've got a 50% chance that it missed anyway, right?
Here's my roll. And
Okay.
how do I do it? There's
Roll
one
a-
set of die on here.
You roll a D100,
100.
and we're going to go with higher is worse. You got to get under 50.
Yeah.
Okay. The arrow disappears into the darkness. All right. From the darkness, you hear shouts, "Humans! Ah!"
Hello.
And the sound of running steps on the gravel or on the pebbles.
Are the steps approaching or going away?
And they're coming. And Steve is really like freaking out. He brandishes his little spear and gets ready to and braces himself.
Setting for a charge.
Alas, poor Steve. I knew him well.
Now, kobolds aren't brave creatures. Should he have to make a morale roll?
Hang on a second. So both of these opponents have run straight in, and everybody run a perception check.
Like spot or something like that?
There should be a perception check.
There's listen.
Should be. It's an intelligence bonus.
So what, a 1d20 with whatever your intelligence ditty is?
Yep. Give it.
Yeah, I didn't perceive much.
These shit rolls tonight.
I already blew my 20.
Yeah, I guess I blew mine right off the hop.
Oh, damn. Daddy.
You don't even perceive yourself. I think therefore I am doesn't even compute to you.
Daddy's not very smart.
Guys, we're being
No.
attacked by horses.
That's pretty well it.
Daddy.
Not the smartest tool in the shed.
Okay. So out of the
So-
darkness. Go ahead.
If this one ran right towards me, does Steve get an attack of opportunity or not?
I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
He is Steve.
So, yes, he does get an attack of opportunity, but he clearly doesn't think Steve. Like he runs by Steve, oblivious to him. Just doesn't even look at him, and runs straight at Spanx.
No. Steve gets an attack of opportunity.
Yeah. I was talking
So
about.
he's saying Steve's a coward.
Oh.
No.
He's saying the guys that are attacking
He
him,
doesn't know
He's
Steve.
just
Don't
ignoring
care.
Steve.
Okay. Watson. Sorry, Dirk. What is Steve doing?
Steve.
He has an
Is
attack of
going-
opportunity if he wants it.
Steve will take it. Steve's got balls. They're little
He's got
cobalt
dripping
balls.
balls.
Steve, the cobalt balls. And that would be 20 plus 13, so what, a plus 1, isn't it? Yeah.
And you get 2, you're flanking him.
Yeah, he does get +2. Roll it.
Well, he's flanking him now. As he's moving through, maybe he's not flanking.
Yeah, but there's technically 2 times he moved in range of attack, so...
He only
All
gets
right.
a 1.
So Steve's little spindly spear jabs
That
out
should've been
into.
plus 3. Sorry, that should have been plus 3.
That's all right. Steve jabs his little spear forward, and it catches into the orc's armor and plunges itself into the leg as the orc passes. Doing
Roll for damage. Yeah.
2 points of damage.
Steve has drawn first blood.
I think after this,
Alright.
Steve deserves a promotion.
So, the orc that charges at Spanx dives out of the darkness after being out of the darkness, runs past Steve, takes a little spear in the leg, stumbles a little bit, and then proceeds to attempt a charge attack on Spanx.
Spanky.
So, when charging, the rules for that, guys, help me out, John.
+2. +2 to the attack roll, and -2 to armor.
So my current armor is 11. Oh, no, -2 to his armor. Okay.
Yeah, -2 to his armor.
Okay, and what's your armor, Spanx?
11.
11. Ooh. He attacks with a broad-bladed falchions, a sword basically, but it's anybody who doesn't know what it is, it's like an overgrown dagger. It's a really thick, heavy sword. More like a
It's like
A
an old
weaponized
gnome
cleaver than anything else.
scimitar. Is it like does he have a shield on, or is he just with a falchion?
Sorry, yes, he is carrying a shield.
I mean, I rolled a 1. Hopefully I would be able to at least tell if he had a shield anyway.
Okay, how much damage am I
Okay.
taking here?
Holy shit.
Holy moly.
Ow.
Ooh.
We're in trouble.
All right, so he brings this sword down, just crashing down on Spanx and splashes it across his body, and he goes down in a heap, blood everywhere, and the orc drives him to the ground, blood all over him, and looks up at Daddy.
Okay,
Second
so
orc.
did Spanx drop there or not quite?
Nope.
Okay. Jeez. Okay.
So Spanx is still up, but really hurting. All right, so the second opponent, the second orc, attempts the same thing on Dirk. What's your armor class, Dirk?
I'm probably dead now. Yep. I'm at -5.
No,
No,
that's
not damage yet.
That's his to hit.
that's that's the hit.
And how do you only have 10
Oh.
hit points at level 2?
What's your armor class?
15.
15. All right, so that's a hit.
My hit points are 10, Ted. They're 1d6 -1 for my Constitution modifier.
All right.
Max hit points is
So
5.
Drives his falchion forward, and you manage to hold the blade from going too deep into you, but it still gets in a fair ways. 8 points of damage.
Ugh. Oh, sorry.
All right. So, next up, because we're not done, is Spanx. You're still up. You're still alive. You can still do shit. Let's go.
Ow! Well, time to return the favor.
Nice.
Alright. Assume that's a hit.
That's solid.
That
right
is
there.
definitely a hit. All right. I forget. What are you using for a weapon?
Still the sticks we were given for the kobold fight.
Oh, hell.
Jesus.
All right. So you smash him across the head with the stick, and he kind of like, after you hit him.
I want your sword.
He's angry. All right. Who's up next? Hard on.
I'm going to move around here.
Okay. Move around that successfully. That's fine. You are now flanking him, and you gain a +2 bonus to hit.
And I'm going to try and do a kick between his legs into his junk.
Called shots are at a negative penalty.
Fine.
So you'll...
I'm going to use my stunning fist. How's that?
Is that an actual feat, or is that you just being a dink?
That's
No,
a
it's a real
feat.
thing.
Okay. Describe it to me. I'm not familiar with it.
A stunning fist. It's an improved unarmed strike, and it stuns the opponent with unarmed strike. Base attack bonus +8.
Okay. Roll it. That's going to be
Wait, hang on.
+10.
No, it's not how it works. You make a normal attack, and then he's got to save versus something or be stunned for a round, and you can use it once. Right now, I think you can use it once per
I'm
day.
just reading what was right out of that.
Yeah, he gets a base attack bonus +8 using it.
No, he doesn't. That's a
It's
that's
in
a
the manual.
prerequisite. That's a prerequisite for most people, aside from monks, for taking it.
Oh, he has to have plus
I
8
see,
in
okay,
order to
yeah.
use it. Okay, understand. That makes more sense. Plus 8 is a huge bonus. Alright, so Rye, you have to roll a regular attack
Well,
with
yeah.
your
So
plus
let me
2
explain.
bonus.
If I chose to take if I wanted to take the stunning fist, I would have to have a plus 8 base attack bonus. Being a fighter, Ryan gets it for free, basically.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so Rye, you have to roll a regular attack. You gain plus 2 for flanking the enemy, and roll it. You're using your stunning strike. If you're successful, he will be stunned for, what is it, a round?
No, he's got to
Yep.
roll. He's got to roll a fortitude saving throw against the attack if he hits.
And remind me, do I get a +2 because of the dex? Yes?
Yeah, you get your dexterity
your
bonuses
+4.
too.
Alright. You fucking cocksucker.
That's the cock knocker right there.
Alright. So, Hardon moves into
I call it
position,
rigged roll.
lines up his mighty choir boy fist, and punches. And his fist bounces off of the back of the scale armor that the sorry, scale? Did I say scale?
Sure did.
Sorry, bounces off of the studded leather armor that the orc is wearing, and nothing happens. The orc grunts. New round. Executioner, you're going to be up, but unfortunately the Dungeon Wilson has to leak, so I'll be right back.
God has to pee? Come on.
How does
Gotta
Wilson
rain.
get
It's gotta
peas
rain.
to
It's gotta
fall?
rain somewhere. I'll equip my
Anyhow.
axe and I'm stuck. So, axe is out.
Okay.
And that's pretty much almost it.
Daddy, you're up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll take a swing.
Whoa!
Goodness me!
Kaboom!
That's a crit.
If you roll 1 on your damage, I'm gonna die.
So 2d6
Sorry, not 2d6.
plus.
You roll your regular damage, and then it's
Times
1d6 times 2.
Cool.
No,
Why do you have plus? Why do you have plus
no,
Plus
six?
it's
4.
different.
2 plus 2 plus 2. I have 14 strength, so plus 2.
Okay. I forget. What weapon are you using?
Just a club.
So, how are you...
Okay.
Soon I'm going to be using a falchion.
Then how are you 2d6?
Wink, wink.
Plus 4 to damage.
Because I
Roll
get
it at
plus
2D.
2. I rolled I get plus 2, and then because I got a crit, I get an extra 2. I get an extra 2. It's 2 and 2.
But
2
you
and
just
2.
took 2 attacks.
No,
2d6?
no, it's a crit.
Now,
It's
Okay,
see my 20?
1d6 plus 2 times
Yeah.
2, but he's done it as 2d6 plus 4.
yeah.
Yeah.
In future,
That's
we're going to
not the
allow
same
this for
thing.
now because I don't want to screw with what's
That
happened.
math doesn't work.
But
Yeah, I agree. But
the chances
perfectly.
aren't right. You know, in future, everyone will roll regular damage when you score a
then
crit,
it's times
and then
2.
we will multiply it.
yeah, because this
Okay,
came out
alright.
higher than it should have. Your second roll was 6.
Yes.
Well, all right.
All right. So, Daddy clubs the orc into the ground and then clubs him 3 more times on his way down. Boom, boom, boom. And as he's on the ground, he
just
clubs him
who
a
you
couple
think
more
you are.
times. Because he's an
Your
angry
skull
farmer.
is caved in.
The orc goes down. All right. Who's next?
I think that's Steve.
Dirk, you're up. Dirk and
Go ahead.
Steve.
Steve is good. Yells master. Runs into here. And
Okay.
attacks.
Gains a flanking
Screaming.
bonus and go.
That's +2 on flanking.
Yep, +2. Plus his regular bonus. I think he gets a +1.
Oh yeah, he does. Sorry, +1 to that.
Yeah, so 13. And Steve jabs his little spear up under the back end of the orc's studded leather armor. And he does.
1 damage.
Better than nothing.
Now I, in turn, as my
The orc
moving and
squeaks.
actioning,
Ah!
my moving and actioning, I'm going to pull out my dripping balls, and then I can only move 15 feet if I do that, right? Okay, so I'm at my full 30.
If
You
you
will be,
move, he's going to get an
invoking
attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
You don't want to move, just swing.
Then, damn it, I'm just gonna swing my dripping balls right at him. Or can I?
Are you
See
are
if
you
I
a
didn't
thief?
move. I am.
You get to sneak attack him.
What?
How do I
He
sneak
doesn't get to
attack when
sneak
he's already
attack him.
charged me?
He's charging
He's
him.
charged you. He's flanked. He's flanked. Now you get to sneak attack.
What?
He's flanked. Jeez.
Oh, he does get a bonus. Yes, you're right. I'm sorry.
He gets, and because he gets his flank as well, or his sneak attack.
There.
Okay.
That's it all added in.
That's a hit.
Good enough for me. Roll for damage.
Come on, dripping balls.
The dripping balls with a -1 on damage. Attack.
Nice.
Dripping balls! Urgh.
All right. So Dirk draws
Actually,
that
just to
dripping balls
clarify,
and whips it forward. The bones smash through the orc's face, and one goes through his eye. He screams horribly, horribly. Just imagine, horribly, horribly.
Imagining.
Dripping balls.
And he drops to his knees and falls over dead. Dripping balls for the win.
Nice. And guess what time it is, boys?
Search the body and shut her down time. That's what I say. And camp up for that.
All right.
We done enough.
All right. So, at this point, are we going to pause or are we going to do more?
We're at time, so either we are looting or we are done. I leave it to them.
Let's loot.
I'm
And
diving
then
towards
finish.
that orc and looting it because I have suspicions of what happened during the last looting.
You mean you got paid?
We're all here, though.
Okay.
That's
Hold on a
mighty
second.
greedy for a lad who's
Hold on a second.
just giving away.
Are we
his
all going to
silvers.
scramble for loot? Is this going to happen?
I'm not gonna scramble.
Why
Well, I am.
not?
Okay.
Okay, Hardon makes to scramble for the loot. Is anybody else interested in stopping him?
Well, I'm chaotic
Steve.
good, and that looks like an
Steve.
evil act.
Okay.
So I might have to step in and perform some chaos to prevent this evil act from happening.
All right. Everybody
Steve
roll for
wins.
initiative.
Yeah.
Everybody roll for initiative. Oh god.
I go first.
Oh, another crit.
is this a dog pile?
I didn't go. Why am I rolling?
You're rolling for initiative, Chris? So what, the body's going to get up and move?
No, there's probably more coming, guys. You know, because 2 random dudes in the middle of the field, or by the shoreline. But a bunch of us rolled higher, so I don't think we're surprised.
I rolled quite low, so I'm not surprised.
No, you should be surprised, just not surprised that you rolled low. I've actually had some good rolls. It's too bad I haven't been able to get into combat.
I think I missed somebody.
Unknown.
I missed somebody? I don't think I missed somebody. I'm good.
Hard on.
No, he's at the bottom. All right. So,
As usual.
Spanx, you have first dibs on an action. What is it going to be?
Well, I said I was going to stop what's-his-face from looting, so...
Hello?
What?
The unknown.
I see nothing.
It's true. It's true. I commend you, Dan. Most people, they would abuse that. You, sir, are my hero.
My eyes! The goggles, they do nothing!
Unlike the intuition thieves that decided that I had stolen loot even though they had no inkling of it.
Okay, where the hell is Hard on this screen? Oh, I see him. Okay.
It's a huge hard-on, you can't see it.
He's even got a helmet.
All right. So, Steve is in the way of a direct charge.
Well, he
Poor
can just
Steve.
stand on the body. Just stand over the body. You can't loot it.
So what are you doing, Spanx? Are you moving to the body, or are you
No,
moving? What are you
that's
doing?
20.
You can move 20. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, that's true. I just won't do an attack.
Okay.
We're gonna attack him.
Oh, I was going to
So
smack him
Spank-
upside the head.
So Spanx moves and stands on the body. Daddy, you're up. What are you doing?
Get your sword quick.
Well, I'll see what's. I'll loot the one in front of me.
Just get the sword, man. I don't care about the rest of it. Just get the damn sword.
It's not a case of you can loot an entire body in the time you have. This is combat rounds. You have 6 seconds.
Pick up the sword.
All right, I'll swoop up. I'll scoop up the sword.
Okay. You are now armed with a falchion. The falchion is 2d4 plus your strength bonus.
Dude, that thing is so much better than an executioner's axe.
Or
It is.
Or a slightly cracked stick.
The falchion is
Indeed.
low quality, though, so the damage is -1.
All right.
Also, it smells bad.
Yes, and it also has a little bit of rust forming on it. It's got a lot of white salt caked on it.
Salty.
And some spank blood.
And the leather wrap's not very good quality.
Okay. Well.
Alright.
And it has
Yeah.
ladies embroidered on the handle.
Dirk.
I have a name. I have a name for the falchion.
You're trying. You don't get to name. You don't get to name it. Unless
He's
you
gonna
just
name
use the
somebody
generator.
else's sword.
Yeah, like what the hell? What a douche, man.
Yeah,
Hard-on's a douche.
Let's get Dirk through so we can get whatever's coming
All right,
done.
Dirk, you're up. You and Steve, what are you doing?
Steve's moving here. And that's his move.
Are you
I'm
You wanted to
going
do anything?
dangling?
Sure. Let's move him. Where was he? He was right there.
Yeah.
I don't want to send Steve to die, though.
Well,
Steve's my buddy.
don't send him to die, but push our vision out, right? You can just run him back.
Yeah. There.
Okay. He says over his shoulder, "Nothing, master."
Good.
And I'm going to ready a bow and move here.
We can't see anyway.
Wow,
Still
they're
pitch
really
dark.
intent on preventing the choir boy from looting this body.
Dude, I have 2 hit points.
Why don't you
Alright,
ask
You
the
just pulled out
healer? Why don't you ask your
pulled out a
healer for a
bow.
little top up?
All right, it's the executioner's turn.
As I'm semi more healthy than these people, I shall move to intercept anything coming out of this side, I guess.
So you can do that. Move your token.
And can I do a listen check?
You may go ahead. You hear the sounds of something coming through, multiple somethings coming through the woods into the darkness ahead of you.
Damn it. Okay.
In this direction.
I tell those guys and suggest that we get some light that way.
How far can you throw?
Toss the torches. Do it.
How far?
How many
Yeah.
people have actually lit torches?
One.
One.
Okay. Okay. So are we
But
throwing the
don't
torch?
No one get to go before hard on?
The guy that has the torch has already gone, so he can't do it.
Yeah. So the executioner, did you get any torches in town?
I have torches, but I've already burned my actions, so I'm kind of poached if
That's
the
the
unknown's
unknown.
going.
Yeah. All right. So it's the unknown's turn. No change. We're back at the start. Spanks. Sorry, hang on. Hard on. It's your turn now.
I'm going to move over here, grab the torch out of Daddy's hands, and throw it. There.
What in tarnation?
Daddy, are you going to let it go, or are you going to fight him for it?
I don't think we
I
want
don't-
whatever the unknown is to see who we are and where we are.
And it'd be ideal if we could see
no,
that so
I-
the guy
I-
with the bow can shoot.
Yeah. I think we want to see
And
more,
the other guy
so
with the
yeah,
bow can
resisting.
So
Yeah.
you'd rather
these
just
people are
like all the
crazy.
time.
That's what I was talking about, because I've got an axe out right now.
I saw a choir boy bunching up to jump on a corpse, and all of a sudden, you guys are just starting to attack the forest. What the hell?
Yep.
Well, the executioner listened. There's something coming, so
Was that communicated to us? I don't know.
I did say so. I said to you guys.
Oh, okay.
Incoming.
So,
Just, yeah. I will.
are
see.
you allowing him to take it?
No, not him resisting.
Okay.
Wait.
Both of you roll a strength check.
You're stopping him from throwing the fire?
I don't want.
Strength check.
All right.
Fail it. Here comes 20.
They're against each other. They both have to roll it.
Oh, please,
No.
Rod.
Oh.
Please, Rod, do not roll a fail. You rolled slightly
Far
less
from it,
fail.
though.
Okay, so Daddy Harm successfully rips the torch from Daddy Gasper's hand, and then proceeds to chuck it. Where?
You pinged it.
What in tarnation? It's a
Okay.
damn good thing I got about 4 or 5 more of these.
I wonder if we can outrun the ensuing wall of flame.
We're on the beach, man. If it lights, the village might be fucked. We're on pebbles. We're fine.
You know what?
Okay.
I'm the only one
I
that's
thought there was
really
forest up
unarmored.
There is forest, but that's the edge that's in the grass right now. Some of the grass does ignite, but it's not spreading fast enough in this round to be a problem. Okay. So that's Hardon's move, and we're back to the start of a new round. Do we want to stop at this point? It is
Yes.
quarter after 11.
We're quarter past, so yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
sure.
That's a good
All right,
system
guys.
to leave it.
That's pretty good. We made some pretty good progress there.
This is not a bad idea, but I actually think we can improve on our war machine because we still have the wheel tire that the kobold's carrying. So if we can get Dirk back into the hands down position, you can ride it like a horse and have a lance.
Like a chariot almost.
You see?
We need a lance.
We can make it work with an executioner's axe.
You know, I can hold the axe in one hand and a torch in the other. Done. Did we have
Best part
did we
of
have
this
duct
is-
tape in this era?
So
Dirk, are you in agreement?
telling Dirk he's got to be face down, ass up.
Dirk, are you in agreement?
This sounds crazy enough that it just might work.
There you go.
Excellent.
We begin fashioning our war chariot.
Oh my!
Quick! Build a war chariot! The enemy's coming!
Like Voltron in medieval times.
That's right.